In this video, I'll show you one simple but extremely effective exercise to help you stand longer without back pain or sciatica. And the best part is, it often works immediately. As you age, your discs naturally start to lose some water content, and so your vertebrae start to get closer together. Now, if you stand with a lot of arch in your back, this can further narrow the spaces between your vertebrae and cause the facet joints in your lower back to jam together, causing back pain, or it can start to pinch the nerves that come out of your lower back and go down into your leg, which can cause leg pain or sciatica. So one of the best and easiest ways to open up those spaces in your lower back is to stand with less arch in your back. So if you're in the habit of standing with a forward pelvic tilt like this and a lot of arch in your back, undoing that motion can be extremely helpful. Now, if you have tight hip flexors, that can also kind of pull you into that forward pelvic tilt and excessive arch in your lower back. One great exercise to undo that is a version of the horse stance. The horse stance is used in martial arts, and it varies in depth from very shallow, like this, to deeper versions where you're really down in a fairly deep squat, like that. But for the purpose of standing, just doing a very shallow horse stance, where you're shifting your weight forwards like this, kind of tucking your pelvis underneath, and flattening out your lower back, can be extremely helpful. So I'll walk you through that step by step, but it actually starts down at your feet. You want to spread your feet a little bit wider than shoulder width apart and get them in a comfortable position where you're standing. They should be pointed either straight ahead or slightly outwards. Then you're going to shift your knees forwards over your feet, but you want to keep your heels grounded. So you don't want to come up off the floor like this. You want to keep your heels down through the floor while shifting your knees forwards. Now, you're not doing a squat like this. You're actually shifting your entire pelvis forwards by squeezing through your glutes. And so you're keeping your feet flat on the floor, using your glutes to drive you forward. And this is actually kind of like the standing version of a bridge exercise that you might do lying down. Now, you don't want to get an arch in your lower back as you're driving forwards, so you want to keep your abdominals tight at the same time, kind of doing a little bit of a crunch as you're squeezing your glutes and pushing forwards like this. Now, again, this isn't going to be an incredibly deep horse stance. You want to be in just a little shallow tuck like this. This flattens out your lower back. There's not incredible amounts of stress on your thighs or your knees because, again, your glutes and your abdominals and to some extent your calves are doing a lot of the work of holding you up. Again, shift the weight forward, squeeze the glutes, tighten the abdominals, flatten the lower back. And this often immediately relieves pain if you've been standing for a long period of time and start to notice some back pain or sciatica. If you're standing out in a public place, this actually doesn't look all that abnormal. Most people probably aren't going to pay attention anyways. But if you do want to stand a little bit more upright, once you get into that horse stance position, you sit there for a minute and kind of get some relief. Then you can activate your glutes, keep your abdominals tight, and just try and straighten your knees back out while keeping more of a flatter back. So when you come back up to standing, you don't want to go right back into that back arch position. You want to place your feet, shift the knees forwards by squeezing your glutes, tuck the abdominals so that your pelvis kind of rolls under and your lower back is flat. Hold that for as long as you need to relieve the pain. And then when you're ready to stand back up, keep the glutes tight, abdominals tight, straighten the knees so that you keep your lower back relatively flat. So that was a quick, easy tip to help relieve back pain and sciatica when you're standing for long periods of time. If you'd like to learn more versions of the horse stance, check out this video up here, or for more tips to relieve back pain and sciatica, check out this playlist down here. But before you go, if you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a like and subscribe to our channel so you can get notified of our future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.